I'm joined now by Terry Austin, former trial attorney. You are also in the courtroom, Terry. So, as Elizabeth says, this is the first time in 6 years that Cassie Ventura and Sean Diddy Combs came face to face. What did you observe about, his demeanor, her demeanor, any sort of interaction or acknowledgement, or even how he was watching her?
Neither one of them acknowledged the other. Their attorneys must have prepped them for this moment because she walked in, she sat down, she looked at her attorney, she looked at the jury, she looked at the judge, and he did sit. I think he's been well prepped. He had his hands in his lap most of the time. I think Elizabeth's right. He was a bit fidgety today. But for the most part, I think he paid close attention to what she was saying, but he didn't look at her.
All right. So when from what she is talking about, I mean, it's obviously disgusting, but the violence and the abuse and it just details people. It's just disgusting. What does this all add up to? I mean, his defense is that this was, okay, fine, you think it's disgusting, consensual, or between two people, a domestic abuse situation. But if he's going to spend the rest of his life in prison, it is going to be because it is more than that.
Well, that's right. And what the prosecution is trying to prove here is that racketeering conspiracy, and Cassie was the key witness. She was perfect, actually. She talked about the aides who came to help with setting up the free gas and the bodyguards who helped with that. The racketeering, I think, is going to be demonstrated through that. The sex trafficking, she was very detailed about the force, the fraud, the fact that, it was coercion and that he beat her and he made her submit to all of this.
It's horrible.
And the transportation, a lot of those escorts did travel with them. So they're going to establish that through her as well.
Right, and traveled over state lines.
Correct.
All right, Terry, thank you very much. Also in the courtroom every day in this case.